Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we're diving into the massive 2026 Microsoft PowerPoint updates. If you really think about the evolution of presentation design, it's honestly like a documentary on how we work. We've gone from shifting literal transparencies on overhead projectors to wrestling with really complex software menus, and now we're entering this incredible era of genuine artificial intelligence collaboration. It's definitely not just about tweaking a template anymore. It is a complete, fundamental transformation of how we actually get work done.
So let's start with a contrast I think literally all of us can empathize with. We all know that absolute dread of staring at a blank screen, knowing you're about to spend 4 grueling hours just manually building, formatting, and tweaking a deck, right? Well, compare that to the sleek 45 to 60-minute collaborative process we have now with AI. By reclaiming those lost hours, you aren't just working faster, you're completely shifting your brain power from endless, tedious formatting over to actual storytelling and high-level strategy.
To guide our journey today from a completely blank slide all the way to a triumphant pitch, here's our quick roadmap. We'll explore the new era of PowerPoint, how to generate decks from scratch, polishing your content and design, perfecting your pitch, and we'll wrap up with the best practices for AI.
All right, Section 1. The new era of PowerPoint, meeting your collaborative partner.
Copilot has evolved so much from being just a basic text generator. The absolute crucial thing to understand here is agent mode. This is a hugely powerful 2026 edition that essentially acts as the real brain behind the software. It unlocks advanced, multi-step reasoning, so it doesn't just blindly paste text. It actually reasons through your request, curates the content, creates the slides, and edits them. And what's really amazing is this full power is now seamlessly integrated everywhere across Windows, Mac, and the web.
Now you might be wondering, what if I don't want to start with a text prompt? Well, if you already have a detailed outline, you can just upload a Word document and let Copilot convert it into a stunning presentation. But you just need to keep one magic number in mind, 24. For the absolute best results, make sure your file size is under 24 megabytes. Doing that allows the AI to perfectly extract all your headings, your core content, and even those embedded images, weaving them seamlessly right into your new deck.
Moving right along to Section 2, generating decks from scratch and the sheer power of the prompt.
Take a look at the crazy level of detail in this prompt. This right here is exactly how you engineer success. Notice how we aren't just saying, hey, make a deck about sustainability. No, we're totally anchoring the AI. We're telling it the exact length, the fact that we're targeting a C-level audience, the specific elements we need, like ROI calculations and case studies, down to the exact color tones and asking for speaker notes. Literally, the more specific you are, the closer your very first draft is going to be to a finished masterpiece.
So here's that super seamless 4-step workflow in action. You start blank or upload your doc, you punch in that highly detailed prompt into agent mode, and then, and this part is key, you review the generated outline. Copilot is basically acting as your mentor here. You can chat with it, ask it to expand a section, or maybe drop in a timeline before it even builds the slides. Once you give it the green light, it generates the entire deck, including titles, layouts, and those vital speaker notes in just a matter of seconds.
Okay, Section 3, polishing content and design. Let's talk about refining that raw material.
It's really cool to see how organic this evolution is across the 2026 ecosystem. Copilot does all the heavy lifting of drafting the initial narrative. Then, the new Edit with Copilot capability steps in to standardize the formatting globally across your whole deck. And finally, PowerPoint Designer sweeps in to instantly elevate the visual composition. It is just a completely seamless, integrated pipeline from your initial idea all the way to an executive-ready polish.
Let's look a little closer at that middle step, Edit with Copilot, because we've all inherited that one messy Frankenstein-style deck from a colleague, right? The one where every single slide has a totally different font and layout. Well, by simply using natural language, you can command the AI to standardize the whole thing. You literally just type Update to Arial font, consistent bullet styles, 24-point titles, and brand colors, and boom, the AI fixes it instantly. You get absolute on-brand consistency without clicking through dozens of formatting menus.
But it goes way beyond just fixing fonts. The visual and content enhancements are honestly kind of staggering. You can tell Copilot to rewrite a specific slide so it sounds more persuasive, or ask it to condense a massive, overwhelming 30-slide deck into a crisp 5-slide overview. It even uses advanced models to generate custom visuals directly inside your slides. Like you could just ask for a modern, flat design illustration of a green factory. And there it is.
Let's jump into Section 4, perfecting your pitch with the AI rehearsal.
So your deck looks incredible, but how's your delivery? Enter Speaker Coach. Using real-time AI-powered speech recognition, Speaker Coach discreetly listens and even watches if your camera happens to be on while you rehearse. It analyzes your pacing, catches all those embarrassing filler words like and you know, makes sure your pitch has vocal variety so you don't put the room to sleep, and it evaluates your body language. It's quite literally like having a private, highly observant speech tutor right there on your laptop.
And immediately after your rehearsal, you get this highly detailed report. And let me tell you, it doesn't hold back. For example, it might playfully instruct you to reduce your slide reading by exactly 40%. It knows when you're just reading the text right off the screen, and it pushes you to step out of your comfort zone and actually use those fantastic AI-generated speaker notes you created earlier. The result? A way more natural and engaging connection with your audience.
Finally, Section 5. Let's cover some best practices to ensure you're maximizing your results.
The absolute most crucial takeaway here is that AI is an incredible starting point, but it is not on autopilot. You really have to treat Copilot like a teammate. Iterate, converse, and refine. Drop in your brand templates early on so the AI actually learns your specific style. And above all else, always apply your unique human insights and thoroughly fact-check the data. The AI does the heavy lifting for sure, but your expertise is what makes the presentation truly yours.
Which really brings us to the ultimate question. Your next great presentation is literally just a prompt away. So what'll you create next? As you think about that upcoming high-stakes pitch, or maybe a lesson plan you need to put together, how are you going to use all these newly reclaimed hours? Because with the AI handling the tedious formatting and that initial heavy drafting, you are finally freed up to focus on what actually matters: the strategy, the creativity, and genuinely connecting with your audience.
Thank you so much for joining us for this explainer. We really hope you feel empowered to go out there and test these incredible 2026 AI tools in your own daily workflow. And for more, visit our website, Ferris Solution.